Hi, first grade Eagles. So glad to have you back for a video of math learning. This video is for the week of April 27th, and we're going to be talking about 2D and 3D shapes. There's also PowerPoints that we email to you that you can take a look at that go with some of the other choice board activities. We're going to get started. First we're starting with 2D shapes, and this is a square. A square has what we call sides and vertices. Sides are the flat edges, and the vertice is the point where they come together. A flat shape, you only count what you see on the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. On a circle, there are no sides and no vertices. It is completely round. Next, we have a triangle. A triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides and 1, 2, 3 vertices. Notice that in the square and on the triangle, it has the same amount of sides as it does the vertices. That's similar in a lot of different shapes. The rectangle is the same. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. It is similar to the square that we have. The only difference is the square has all equal sides and the rectangle has 2 sides that are equal and 2 sides that are equal. So they're not all 4 equal. Then we have the rhombus. The rhombus has again 1, 2, 3, 4 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. This is similar to a square because all of the sides are equal. However, it's a little bit more slanted and it's not 90-degree angles. It's not straight up. Next is the hexagon. The hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. Next, we're going to introduce the 3D shapes. The 3D shapes are three-dimensional, meaning that you can hold them and they have lots of different sides and faces. These ones, when we talk about this part, it's not a side, it's an edge of the shape, and the point is still a vertice. And the point is where 3 or even more come together, edges come together to a point. This is a triangular prism, and it has what we call faces. The shape that you see, the 2D shape that you see in all the different places is the face. So this triangular prism has 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle faces, as well as the bottom, which is a face. Now we can actually take this out and you can see the different faces on this shape. Not all of you are going to have shapes that are cool like this that can open up, but this just shows you that there's a square face and 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle faces in a triangular prism. We're going to look at the next one, which is a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism has 1, 2, 3, 4 faces plus the 2 top and bottom, 5, 6 faces total. And a rectangular prism is similar to a rectangle and has the rectangle sides, but it also has square faces. So these are the rectangle faces, 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangle faces, and 2 square faces that make up the bottom of the rectangular prism. Next up, this is another triangular prism, but this one is a little different because it only has 3 faces that are triangles, 1, 2, 3. And it has a bottom triangle face instead of the square that the other triangular prism has. So it can be different depending on what you're looking at. So when you open this one up, it's another triangle. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 triangle faces. Then we have what we call the cone. The cone actually only has 1 face. This is the face. This part is circular, so it's not counted as a face. It also has one vertice and one edge. It does not have multiple edges because this is all curved. It has one vertice, one edge that goes all the way around. Now, when we open this one up, you'll notice this right here is not a face. It's not a shape. It's actually, because it's curved, we have one face and it is a circle. So a cone has one face that is a circle. Next we have this is a cube, which is basically a square prism. We don't call it a square prism though, we call it a cube. And this one is a little bit more difficult to pop out, so I needed a little bit of help with that. But you're gonna notice that with a square, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 faces. And when you open them up, they are all going to be squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was wrong. There's not 8 faces, there are 6 faces. I'm gonna put that back together and I'm gonna count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have known a lot of students to make the same mistake that I just made by counting all the way around and then counting around again, whereas you would count 2 of these twice. There are only 6 faces on a cube and on a rectangular prism. And I have one more. This is a cylinder. A cylinder can be skinny or can be fat or it can be medium. This is kind of the size of a cup or a can. And notice this one has one face here and one face here, so that's 2 faces. But this, again, is curved just like the cone is curved. So it only has 2 faces and 2 edges. When we pull out the cylinder, you're going to see your cube. Now this is a rectangle shape, but it's curved, so it doesn't count. And you're left with your 2 circle faces. All right, that's all I have for our math video today. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you learned a lot about 2D and 3D shapes. Join me in some of my ELAR videos that have high frequency words, sight words, and a story. Thank you so much. Bye.